You're just playing a role in the devil's plan to try to stop a black man from becoming successful. I said, it's okay, I understand. I said, I forgive you, officer. And he told me to shut up. So as we continue driving, I say, how long before I can get out of jail? He says, well, if y'all can come up with $1,000. I said, y'all? Come up with $1,000? I said, I have over 300 people waiting for me at a book signing. You think we don't have money? I said, was that another racist statement? He says to me, I started stuttering. I said, yeah, I got you. You know it was racist. That's why you're trying to explain yourself. Stop talking to me. So we keep driving, and then he says to me, he looks over at me, and I say to him, I say, listen, I can't believe you're really doing this. He says to me, he says, well, you've been nothing but disrespectful this whole ride. I said, well, how was I disrespectful? I said, I haven't cursed at you. I've obeyed everything you've told me to do. But I have a question for you. If I've been disrespectful, you're an officer of the law, why don't you help this young black man out? I don't get arrested, so I don't know what to do. So maybe I did do something wrong in this whole procedure, and maybe you can help me out and encourage me, so next time if this happens again, I'll know how to properly act. He tells me, no, I'm not helping you. I said, wow. Another racist statement. I said, well, you know what, man, I'll tell you this much. I say, I wish you would come back to the inner city and help young African-American men after this ordeal is over with, after I'm gone, because we need people like you to help us to become better men. He looks at me and just getting tight-lipped, turning red. I mean, he's redder than the red hot. So I'm looking at him and I'm laughing at how mad he's getting. And so I tell him, I say, you know what, officer, I bet you voted for Obama. And I laugh at him. I said, I bet you voted for Obama. I bet you really a cool cat, man. I bet you this ain't really you. You just being a little mean today, but I bet you're a cool dude. And he's just getting madder and madder. And I said, you know what, man? I'm going to make sure that I find out where your father's church is. I said, because, my books deal with God. So maybe one day I can speak at his church. I've been speaking at several churches while I've been here in Kansas City. He says, that'll never happen. I said, oh, wow. You say that with some anger. So I guess black people can't speak at your church. He says, well, I didn't say, well, yeah, got you again. You starting to explain yourself. I said, it's okay, I understand. I said, you know what else, man? I said, I got to make sure I find out your father's name because I want to go visit his church. We're both men of God. I can go to his church. He tells me if you bring my family into it, it won't be nice. I said, your family into it? I said, we both men of God, so you say, even though you told me you don't read the Bible. I said, but, I still can go visit his church. I said, you know what, I'm going to call my friends with the FBI. He said, first of all, I doubt you know anybody in the FBI. I say, wow, so now black people can't know anybody in the FBI. I said, that's funny. Little does he know I used to work for CBS, and FBI used to be my client. They used to advertise with me when they were trying to hire people. So yes, I do have friends in the FBI. Anyway, after that last statement, I told him, you know what, you're racist. Don't talk to me anymore. Get me out this car. Finally, we get to jail. He gets me out the car. My hands are so black and red, it doesn't make any sense. I'm a writer. I type all day long. My hands were totally numb. I couldn't feel anything in my hands, in my extremities. They takes me into the county. Another officer is booking me in. Now, this officer is African-American. He books me in, and the officer that pulled me over was in the restroom. The officer that's booking me in looks at my name on the piece of paper that I'm being arrested for, and also my driver's license. And he looks over me, he says, this is not you. I said, I know. Shh. I say that because I don't know what else that officer would do to me. And the officer that was going ahead and booking me in, he was like, this doesn't make any sense. This is not you. This says Christopher E. This says Christopher S. It's not you. So finally, the officer says to me, do you want my card? I said, I would love your card, but don't touch my property because I don't trust you. So he puts the card down. Finally, he leaves. As soon as he leaves, the bailiffs, everybody's going bananas in jail because they're like, wow, what's going on? You arrested under the wrong name? Did you tell him you had a book signing? I said, yes. They was like, that's probably why. They said he could have let you go. He was like, because first of all, it's the weekend. No judicial system is open. It's hard to get a verification. He said, number two, it's the wrong name. Number three, he could have let you go because it's just a $1,000 warrant. You could have easily took care of this on Monday if it is you. So the officers worked diligently to get me out of jail quickly. I got out about an hour, 30 minutes. I was able to get to my book signing. Got there 30 minutes left to go. Little did I know, I had sold over 100 books while I was in that jail cell. So we sold out while I was in the jail cell. We had over 400 people come to the book signing. So what I did that night after getting home, I called the officer and I said, you know what, officer? I just want to say thank you. I was like, because what you did today not only tripled, it quadrupled my book sales. And I just want to say thank you because for your part you played today just gave me a bigger fan base. And I wanted to thank you. You know, you have a good day. Left them that message. And then I went home to type the events of the day. I typed for 7 minutes and my hands went numb. So I ran quickly to the emergency room. Come to find out I have acute pinched nerve in both hands. The doctor tells me, he says, this is basically a carpal tunnel syndrome, but it's caused by blunt trauma. Now, he sped up the process of me getting carpal tunnel in my hands, and I'm only 30, and I have to type. I have 12 more books. I have 10 more books to finish. So, not only do I have an injury, I was wrongfully arrested, don't even know if it's me, and now I'm dealing with this problem. So, I hope everybody can understand that just because you're successful and all the success you're trying to make, they still can come after you. So make sure you keep everything tight, and that's Spitting the Truth.
One of the things that we got to know is that our brothers that we see growing up now and taking leadership roles, the elders need to support them in every moment, every instant. Today, even we should have had some ministers and a lot of folk down here supporting this brother, because you cannot criminalize a whole race of people because a couple of knuckleheads. We admit to the brothers that we have doing crimes, we're dealing with that. But our brothers that we have invested in and brothers that we love and want to be in the future with leadership, we got more Obamas coming. We got more Eric Holders coming. We're a race that produce, and we've always produced. If you look at the history of this Kansas City itself, D.A. Holmes, Ollie Gates, Bruce R. Watkins, Emmanuel Cleaver. You want me to go through a black history thing? We do produce. Now, okay, we have some bad ones, but we have a lot of good ones. And we have historically always contributed to this American culture, which is truly this American history. All right?